So, welcome to Kolkata. Every corner you turn. Okay, I need to cross the road. Good morning. It's day 2 of my India trip and also day 2 of Kolkata. Oh yeah, I almost forgot what's the name of this city. Yep. So I have one whole free day in Kolkata today. So right now what I'm going to do is to get my ticket for tonight. Yeah, a train ticket, overnight train ticket for tonight. So it is Sunday right now. The streets are pretty empty. Yeah, look, I can even walk in the middle of the street. I'm still... Oh. Train station? Thank you. Alright, thank you. Alright. I just boarded a public bus. Yeah, I don't know how does the bus station look like. So what I just do is that I kind of just stop the bus in the middle of the road and ask if it goes to the train station. Yeah, it does. So here's the view of the Riggedy Raggedy bus, local bus. I'm not sure how much he will charge me. I will just know it later when the conductor comes to me. Yeah. So literally you can stop whenever you see a bus. So basically you're not confined to taking a bus at the bus station. Just stop it. Yeah. If they stop, they stop. If they don't, they don't. Next bus. Right. We're going up to the Hotton Bridge. Oh, sorry for the shakiness of this video. Yeah, because the bus is really shaky. Lots of honking here. Yep, we are at the bridge. There's another bridge over at the other side. That's the newer one. So that's the river that cuts through Kolkata. Yeah, camera. Alright, got to the other side of the river. So this is the Howrah neighborhood. And guess where the train is? Ta-da! Behind me. Yeah. So this is the oldest train station, one of the oldest train stations in India. And this is just right next to the Howrah Bridge, the beautiful Howrah Bridge. Yeah. So that's where the bus terminal ends. Okay, going to get my train ticket. I'm approaching the train station. There's a very bustling market just next to it. Not surprised. So yeah, but I'm not sure where's the place to get the tickets though. Just have to go in and do my checks later. Lots of travelers. Okay. Inside the train station. Wow, shit. How do I buy the tickets? It's my first time taking Indian train. Yeah, so it's a good learning. Oh right, I joined the wrong queue. Okay, so apparently I think there is this reservation and non-reservation counter. I was directed to this one, the non-reservation one. Then I queued up I queued about maybe 10 people before knowing that they say that, oh, sorry, wrong queue, got to go to the reservation counter. I think, I mean, all this got to be charged to experience. So this is the unreserved ticket. Alright, so I'm at this reserved train ticket booth, and then I queue up for probably 10 minutes and then start filling up this form, okay, to get processed. So the reply that I got from the ticketing officer, I think they kind of swapped me from one counter to another. Finally, someone who is able to entertain me in, as a foreign tourist. So what he told me is that I need to go to another place to get my ticket reserved. I'm not able to do it at his counter. So he gave me an address, okay, asked me to take a boat there. Yeah. So just opposite the railway station, there's this ferry terminal. I got this ticket at 6 rupee. Yeah, so now I'm trying to board the ferry here. So after passing the ticket to the guy, I'm on my journey to an Indian ferry. I'm at the ferry. So this is at the river. This is the Horan Bridge. Yeah, since I'm here, I myself just do a tourist selfie. Yeah. I think that's a very magnificent bridge. So these are the people doing their day-to-day stuff by the river. My boat is here. Yep, that's the passenger boat. You can see the peanut uncle seller. So he's doing a mix of spices into the peanuts. Okay, I think I better go to my boat. In populous countries such as India, China, Bangladesh, there's no such thing called queue system. So you just need to force yourself in there. No right, no wrong. Yeah, it is how it is. Alright, I'm on board of the ferry. Right, the boat is leaving the pier. So there's a piece of railing here, so that I will secure myself here. There's no railing. So that's the view of the river. So this is the second bridge that span across this Kolkata River. It's actually that far from here. So I came from this bank, going into the other bank, or the opposite bank. Yeah, that's my destination. Alright, I'm on solid floor right now. Valley Ferry. So this is where I want to go. Right. Apparently the boat hits other destination as well. So I came from that to here. Okay, looks like I'm the only one left.
Bro, which country you're from?
I'm from Singapore.
Singapore. Oh.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you're doing the blog right now?
Yeah. I mean, just doing video.
In English or what is your channel name?
English.
English.
It's
Is channel
English.
name?
Huh?
Channel name? Your YouTube channel name?
Oh, Uncle Go Kai Kai.
Is
Yeah.
it a new channel or an old one?
It's a new channel.
Okay.
Yeah. So far I'm only doing Chinese
Okay.
kind of Chinese vlog, but right now I'm doing English one.
Great. So your English is really good, so that can really help.
Not really. I mean, just make do.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
You're
staying
local
in
here?
Kolkata- Yeah, local here, but we are basically here to just roaming here and there because the weather is good.
Oh yeah. Yes. I think the weather has been very cooling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay then, bye. Take care.
Hey, yeah. Nice to meet you. Bye bye.
Bye. Visit again in Kolkata.
Whole of India. Yeah. Thank you. See you.
Okay, see you.
So from the ferry, we're supposed to leave this place, but before that, there seems to be a train control. Yeah, because there's the oncoming train in our path. Yeah. So we just hang around here until we got released. Oh, that's a train, yeah. Very basic train. I suppose these are the local trains. No aircon, yeah. No sleepers. Just hard seat train. Yep. So all of us are waiting to be released. Looks like it's not going to be released, so we have to do a detour or climb under it. Oh, okay. In fact, it leaves mechanically. Wow, that's the train station. Let me take a pic of myself in there. Oh, I always like trains. So this is the place that I'm supposed to go. Eastern Railway Reservation Office Foreign Tourist Bureau. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, hi. Right, this is the office. I don't know whether how do I make my reservation. I suppose this is the steps needed to get the ticket. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have a mobile number myself, a local mobile, so all this app doesn't apply. And if you have a app to book, you won't be like me, having to come from one place to another. So this is how you do it. I kind of asked the official, so the official asked me to fill up another form of this Eastern Railway. Yeah, so I came from this form to this form. Okay, so apparently I think each department you need to fill up your own form, and on this form itself there is serial number, so they will just call out the serial number. Yeah, so my serial number is 15, and right now they are just at number 6. Okay, so I think my half of my day is spent looking for railway tickets. Alright, finally I got this physical ticket which I can travel at night. Yeah. So yeah, the time now is 12:30. Effectively I used up the entire morning processing my train tickets. Oh. Hello. Hi. So yeah, so let me give you a quick lowdown of based on what I understand. So if you need to buy train ticket, so your first choice will be to go to the train station, fill up a piece of paper. Oh yeah, before that, go to the reservation counter, not the unreserved one. Fill up the form. So this form will tells you where you want to go and must not. Queue up, and then yeah, and then get the ticket. So I believe in all train stations there should be a special counter for foreigner. Okay, so just don't go to any counter. I think this is what I encounter. Okay, so if they can process the ticket, so what they will do is that they will issue the ticket on the spot. Okay, however, I believe a certain number of quota is reserved for foreigners. Okay, so I think this is where you need to come to. Okay, so for such ticket, and yeah, so come to this place. Yeah, it may be a distance away from the train station, so you just need to get the direction from the train station. So once you are here again, fill up the form. Okay, so it's another different set of form, and then queue up. So depending on your queue number, okay, they will process your train ticket train ticket purchase. So this is what you will get. Okay, so physical train ticket. Okay, so as compared to other people, if you got it from the app, you will be getting a e-ticket. Yeah. Alright, so I'm back to here. Behind me, that's Standard Chartered building. Of course, this is the old Standard Chartered building here during the colonial days. Yeah, so I'm at the Civic District of Kolkata. So the best thing is that I think is to get e-ticket from the apps. However, because I do not have a local India number, so there is a lot of restriction of things that you cannot buy. So it looks like in every train journey I have to replicate this kind of process. However, I do foresee that some process may have to change a little bit. Oh. Yeah, sorry, I'm just admiring how grand this Standard Chartered building is while I'm talking to you. Yeah, so yep, there's a drizzle earlier. Yeah, so all these are the governmental colonial buildings. I noticed that someone has been following me, yeah, while I'm doing this vlog. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So due to if you don't have a local number, I think that's one of the restrictions that you can't do. Yeah. So I guess I just have to live with it. And I believe that I think what I'm paying just now is 1,665. Yeah. When I check the online rates, I think they are charging 1,400 and something. Yeah, so effectively going to a physical station costs more. Yeah, I think, yeah. However, I think you do get Oh, someone is crawling. Yeah. So however, you do get a physical ticket, as compared to an e-ticket. I think the e-ticket will not have seats indicated. So I suspect that even if you got an e-ticket, you need to get to the railway station to endorse. I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, this is what I probably read from other people's experience. Yeah. So, welcome to India. Okay, yeah, has a very complicated train booking system. Hi. Hello. So these are the roadside restaurants. In as much as I would like to try, but again, I think my stomach, I don't know whether I can really take it, without having a belly. Yeah, so I just have to be very careful in what I eat. Oh well. The road is pretty empty right now. Again, I'm walking in the middle of the road. Yeah, I think probably it's because it's Sunday. Oh, so this is Basu Market. Hi. By the way, Basu is a very distinct surname in India, especially in Kolkata. Yeah, I think this is what my ex-manager told me. And by the way, his Basu surname. Yeah. Okay. So I kind of pay homage to his surname. So everyone trying to reset up their stores after the rain. I think for me, I'm just trying to pass through this place. Everybody trying to carry heavy things on their head. I think this is what I observe over here. Very day-to-day merchandises. Apparently this is at the Muslim quarters. Yeah, you can see that mosque right behind me. The one that I visited yesterday. Yeah. Right. Hello. Yeah, I think he's trying to compete. Who is louder? Whoa. Oh, very beautiful desserts. Yeah, that's the mosque again, the one that we visited yesterday. So I'm not going in there, just trying to go around the vicinity. These are the shops that is below the mosque. I'm trying to figure out what kind of spices is that. Yeah, I saw cumin. Yeah, and actually I don't know 99% of the things in there. I think that's the very nice thing about visiting this part of the world. Yeah, you don't exactly know most of the things here. Oh, Royal India Hotel. So yeah, I think this is listed on my map for go to eat. Let me see what's in there. Royal India Hotel. I believe this is mutton. Wow, it's cooked in this very ancient stove. If you look at this is mutton. Okay. Let me try. Right, this is my lunch or breakfast, whatever you call it. So this is a mutton placenta, which is the boneless equivalent. So what you see earlier is a mutton chop. Okay, yeah, I think this one comes with bones in there, inside this, yeah, mash of things. Yeah, so just now according to the owner, I think he told me to get this instead because there's no bone in there. Yeah, because if you are a first time person, I think this is a better one compared to having bones in your meat. And this is obviously none. Alright, let me have a taste of this. I think this is freaking good. Yeah. So I think compared to the mutton that we have at home, I think this is so much better because I think it has got this burnt smell in there. Fantastic. But I think just now I had a taste of the naan. The naan is a little bit flat, yeah, because it's cold. Yeah, I think it would be better if it's warm. But oh, this is very good. Okay, just had my lunch at Royal India Hotel. Very good. Yeah. So I think there are only two things I can complain about. I think one is the naan, which is a little bit cold. Yeah. And the other one, okay. And the other one is probably the price is a little bit steep. It's 340, yeah, rupees. Yeah, including the naan. Okay. Yeah. So I guess, I mean, I don't mind the price, but I think the meat quantity is a little bit of a small plate, I think, yeah. But food is fantastic. Yeah, that's so good. I think it's one of the nicest mutton that I have come across. So if you can see, the weather is a little bit on the overcast side. Yeah. So I better get back to my hostel and not caught in the rain. Oh, finally happened to catch hold of this tram. What a sight. I think I'm even faster than the tram. Oh shit, I'm in the middle of the road again. Alright, I better get in. Oh, what an adventure. Ah, look at this. I don't know what you call it. A cover made by all the recycle canvas. It's like, oh my god. They are this kind of flowing, I call it tap or whatever, flowing water all over the city. It gives people the opportunity to wash their hands, all kind of clean everything. You see, look at this guy. I suspect it comes from the river itself. Yeah, so everything is free to extract from the river and then in the end it just kind of pump it back into the river again through the drainage. Less than 50 meters away, there's another tap. Yeah, I don't know whether you call it tap or whatever because there's no physical tap. It's just water flowing 24/7. So all the water from the food comes from the tap. Yeah, so that's why we have to be very discerning when it comes to eating street food. Yeah, I think for the local it's okay because they are all trained up. For us, which is lacking some bacteria of the water, you see? Yeah, I think they are refilling the water and drink it. See that? Okay. So I'm 100% sure that this water goes into the food. Oh, look at all this unfurnished building. So pretty. Actually, such building, the best thing is that you don't touch it or you do minimum touches. Yeah. I think the more you touch it, the better it gets. Such building has got a very Turkish balcony. Yeah, look at that. It looks like a Turkish balcony. Anyway, they do come from the same era, the Mongols and the Ottoman. Wow. Okay, I need to take a picture of this car with me. Every corner you turn seems to have some kind of a surprise. Yeah. So this is a normal neighborhood. Yeah, there's running tap as well. I think these are the neighborhood that exists back in the British India days. Really got that feel in there, got the vibes. Don't ask me where this neighborhood is. I really don't know. I was like walking around, yeah, so just happy-go-lucky. So then I chanced upon this whole neighborhood. I'm sure there are a lot of this kind of neighborhood elsewhere in Kolkata. Yeah, just need to slow down your pace and then walk into the side alley, and that's where you can get surprises. People are topping up their drinking water supply from the tap over here. It looks a little bit clean, but I think it comes from the same water source like all other places where people wash their laundry, people bathe in. Yeah, I don't think it's that clean. I think if it's that clean, then you will not be run like that 24/7. I think that's very waste too. I guess that's pumping out from the river. In fact, I was quite mesmerized by the neighborhood here. It is so rustic. Seems that time has stood by for the past 20-30 years, other than the cars. Oh, look at this kind of buildings here. Look at that. I think it has got some Chinese influence. Very fusion buildings. It looks very Chinese, very Islamic. So beautiful. Earlier I wanted to go to the Victoria Memorial, yeah, which is like a legacy of the British. But in the end, I think because of the rain, I decided against it. And instead I went for an early dinner in fact, yeah, at the Biryani place. So, and then after that, now that the rain has subsided, I never even wanted to go back again. I think this is a much better option than paying tickets to go into Victoria Memorial. Yeah, I think if you want to go Victoria Memorial, then well, you can always go Europe. If you come to India, I think this is the kind of thing that you want to see. Wow, such a tall banana tree. Right. Pay and use toilet. I think this concept is very good, because I think once you have this toilet institution being given, I think if you want to charge it low, okay, you want to charge it, you don't want to charge it too high, because if you charge it too high, then people will pee all over the road. Yeah. So one thing that I noticed is that there's no urine stench when I walk along the road. I think that's very much has to credit the toilet, okay, that is installed all over the place. I'm sure I saw this guy before in some Bollywood movie. I don't know who is he, but I really see him before. Yeah. So I'm walking back, strolling. Oh, that's a fashion statement. Wow, look at the bus, like maxing to the brim. It's kind of a sight to behold. Hello. Hi. Hello. It's time to say goodbye to this place. Hello. Bye.
Bye. Happy journey.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm leaving this place now for the train station. I am now leaving Kolkata for good. Yeah. Just step out of the hostel. For 548 rupees, which is equivalent to less than $7 US. I think this is a good place to stay. Yeah, pretty clean, nice. The space are very much there. Yeah, so it's not crampy at all. Yeah, I kind of like this. I mean, for the price that I paid, it is very worth the money paid. So right now I'm looking for a transport into the train station. Howrah train station? Alright. Thank you. Alright. audio. These are the friends that I make on the bus trip. Yeah. Say hi, man. Hi. Okay. Bye. Hi and bye. Yeah, so we have reached the station. Oh my god, what an intense journey. I've been speaking to those people on the bus. Yeah, very nice people. Oh, this balloon. See? Yeah. I saw it in I saw it in some other people's YouTube. Yeah. So I thought it's just very familiar. So this is Howrah train station. My second time here again. Alright, I'm heading into the ticketing area. Hopefully things are less chaotic here. Yeah, I was here earlier this morning, so I went over there to buy ticket. Then in the end, that's not the place to buy ticket, so and I have to take a ferry overseas. Over to the other shore to buy ticket. Yeah. So this is what the station look like. I'm here. What time is it now? It's 5:25. Yeah. My train is 8, so I'm like 2 hours ahead. I think that's because I need some time to acclimatize myself. Okay, this being my first train visit or my first train in India. Unfortunately, they are still not showing the time schedule after beyond 6 p.m. Yeah, so I got no idea where my platform is. Let me just take a stroll around this station. I think nothing is lacking in India other than people. Okay, I'm at Howrah station. But I just don't know which platform that I need to go to. Oh, let me do a train chase. Wow, it's interesting that actually cars can drive through the train station. Look at that. It's just a mini car park and both sides are the train platforms. Wow, that's very interesting. I've never seen it in my whole lifetime. After taking thousands of trains. So after asking quite a lot of people, they pointed me to this place called Enquiry. Yeah. So that can answer all the questions that I have. Okay. Okay, platform 12. And I think one thing, because there's this PNR number in there. So this is where you can find your PNR. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's very important because what I read is that if you need to check certain things out from your train schedule, whether is it confirmed, whether everything, okay? So that is it's the PNR number that you need to go to. Yeah. So with PNR, everything can be checked against, including I think probably the name of the person that is booking this train, who is sitting, which leg is it is on. Yeah. So that's the PNR number. So let me look at platform number 12. Yeah, so that in case later on I need to go away for some reason or another, I can come back in a very fast manner. So this is platform 12. Wow. There's 12. But look at the people here. I don't think I'm able to go against the people flow. Alright, at least I know where I'm heading to later. Kolkata train station might not be the biggest, but it is still big. Look at how many platforms there are concurrently. Now that all the trains are vacated, you can see how big it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there are quite a number of platforms. I mean, I'm at platform number 12 right now. So I believe this is platform 13 and 14. So there are 14 platforms. I've checked with these guys here. I think the people at the platform. So they told me it's pillar number 18 and 16. Yeah, I just want everything to be tip-top with no surprises. So let me just go to pillar number 15, 16. I think while everybody is about, there's not much people here. So I thought I'd just go and have a look, see how pillar 15 and 16 look like. Pillar 15 and 16 right behind. Okay, I think I feel more secure now that I need to go to this place when the time comes closer at 8. I think there are lots of religious gatherings here. Yeah, so I just chose these guys. Hello, hi. Thank you. Oh. Right. I actually don't know what that represents, but it's very colorful here. While Kolkata might not be the biggest train station in India, this is certainly the oldest. Let me look at. So the first inaugural train is 15th of August 1854. So this is the oldest train station in India. There are shops like this all over the train station selling snacks, water, and what's not you can think of, to keep you company from the hours of train ride. Yeah, so they are selling snacks. Hi. Yeah. Very traditional snacks. And it's just not traditional food as well. Okay, there is this food plaza here. I can recognize Domino Pizza logo. So this is a modern one. Yeah, selling modern stuff. So you got the cakes and rolls, which is in there. And sandwich pizza. Yeah. Let me just. Yeah, everything from Domino. I do recognize some of this next. And the momos. So there's a dining area up there. So basically, I think this is what you can find in a typical big railway station like Kolkata. So next to the Domino Food Plaza, there's this traditional one. So the setting is more or less more traditional in terms of the food mix. There's also a snacking counter and a juice counter in there. And just like any airline, there's this executive lounge. I believe you can rest in there. So a train station is more like a mini city. Yeah, you can eat, you can rest, you can everything that you like to do. Yeah. The first aid post is just right behind me. In case there's any emergency medical situation, you can pay them a visit. I still got a good 1.5 hours before my train departs. So I've done most of my checks. So I just like to walk around this place. Yeah. Look at how Howrah train station is being lit up at night. There's a little marketplace opposite the train station. So this is how the hustle and bustle of this part. Lots of food here. Then there's a restaurant right here. And there's a staircase leading down there. I wonder if it leads to the Ghat.
Wow.
Yes, this is the Ghat compound itself. In fact, my first time in the Ghat. Oh no, not actually. I've been to the Ghat the other time, the second time. Look at Howrah Bridge. And there are lots of dogs here. Not sure you can see that. There are people bathing or taking the water. And this is the boat that I took early this morning to the other side of the bank. So a very interesting conversation that I had on the bus is that this river is actually Ganga. Yeah, it's the same river that flows from Varanasi to here. So when I asked these guys at the bus, do they go to Varanasi? Oh, they say no. What's the point when the river from the sea? It's the same river that flows from Varanasi to here. So they can just do their washing here, their prayers here. Yeah, I think that's a fun fact. Oh. See? Hello.
Hello.
So I'm taking a video of this place. Hi. Yep. That's a night market where you can find all the local food. Restaurants. Hi. No, I'm okay. Oh. I think they are making the naan. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, this guys. Okay, you show me this place. The camera. 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 Thank you. Let me continue. Yeah. So this is leading to the bridge itself. Time now 6:25. So I need to just make a stroll back to the train station over here. Yeah. And this is the night market that I just bring you earlier. It's pretty interesting to have all this local food. Yeah, I would like to try, but the thing is that at this early stage of my travel, I just want to eat a little bit more healthy. Yeah, just in case I don't want to catch the Delhi belly at this early stage. Maybe later on, yeah, if I may get it, I get it, you know what I mean? But not on the second day. So I'm walking back to the train station. So this is a manifesto of the train journey. Yeah. So you can find your name here. Of course, this is the top of my train. Yeah. So you can find everything on this manifesto board. Here you can even charge your appliances. Yeah. All right. That's everything that you want to do over here. I found my name on the manifesto. Wow. I guess it's cheap thrill, but yeah, it's just good to see your name on the train list. Yeah, so you just feel secure. Oh, look at all the cargo that is going to be shipped by the train. Can never imagine there's so many things to be shipped. Yeah. I mean, coming from a country which is very small, so I can never envisage all this big cargo thing. This is what a typical train carriage looks like. This is the second class. That's the AC2 behind. Oh my god, look at the queue. Hello. Hi. Hi. I don't know what exactly the queue is for. I think it's probably the unreserved class. So AC3 is there. So probably that's the thing that I'm taking, AC3. But just look at the crowd. It's almost like queuing all the way to nowhere. Oh, so this is 1, 2. Right, so if you look at behind, that's AC3, which is my train carriage. Hi. But the more interesting part is the foreground, which is the people queuing up for something, which I don't know. I think luckily I have got this reserved ticket. Yeah, if not, I will have to queue up like that. After the sleeper class, the next carriage is second class. So this second class has got no sleeping facilities and is non-air conditioned. So accordingly, the ticket will be cheaper. Oh, that's the queue. All right. So I guess the queue is for the second class. I mean, judging from the way how this train platform mimic the platform that is over the other side. All right, that's the queue. I'm not going too far there. You see B1 here? So this is by right should be the coach. And how do you know, I mean, given the fact that the platform is so long, how do you know which platform to go to? I mean, how do you know which section of the platform that you go to? So you just look at the corresponding opposite platform. Okay, look at that. Okay, so there's a B1 sign there. Yeah. So you just align yourself from the next platform to this platform that you are taking, which is now. Of course, the next platform train has moved. So yeah, you should do it when the train at the opposite end is stationary. Well, I realized something. There's even a simpler method. Just look at this signage up there. B1, yeah. So that's the section that we should go to. So yeah, how stupid I am. Oh, my train is here. Because that's the beginning destination, beginning part of the journey, which is Kolkata. I saw B1. Yep. I think that theory works just by looking at the electronic signage. Okay. Okay. Boarding the train now. So what's next? So look at the second digit, 10. Okay, so I should be going to number 10. This is the other Singaporean on the same train. So I'm supposed to sleep at the middle rung. Okay, but I think given that the train has just started to move, so it's not fixing up the bed yet. Yeah. So there are 3 rungs here. Upper, middle, so. Oh. Alright. The train has started to move, although you can't see very much what's outside. So there's a mini picnic here.
It's okay, no issue.
So this is my sir. Hello. Yeah, this is how it looks like from the corridor. Hi, hello. So let me flip it over. Yeah. So I'm kind of showing around this place while the train is moving, obviously. So this is the other same class. Yeah. So I shall not go in. So that's the, what do you call it? The sink. Yeah. So before the, and then the toilet. Let me see how does it look like. Ah, so that's the Asian toilet. Okay, let me lock myself in first. Yeah, very simple. There's a fan. This is the squatting part. And this is a mirror. And this is another sink in there. Yeah. I'm trying to balance so that I won't drop into the shithole. Yeah. Okay, I think that's the room tour of the toilet. Let me do my business. So the AC vent comes from here. Yeah. So each section has got their own AC vent, but there isn't any here. So this is a 2-bedder configuration, upper and lower, whereas at the side it is a 3-bedder. Yeah. So the middle section has yet to be set out. And so it turns out that I have to set up my bed myself. Yeah, I was under the impression that someone will do it for me. So I've been waiting until someone just said that we have to do it. Okay, so this guy helped me to put out the bed, and I think there's some. All right. Okay, there's this package over here. Okay, what's inside the package? That's... oh, a face towel. And yeah. Shit. Okay. Right. What's this? What's this? I think it should be a blanket. And alright, let me try to sort it out. Yeah, it's quite difficult to... oh, I believe there should be a pillowcase. Oh, thank you. Sorry. Okay, look at my ugly bed. I think someone else's bed. The pillow bed is better than mine. But yeah, just don't care. Alright. So I think I use my face towel to be the pillowcase. Yeah, since I'm not using it to wash my face. And it seems that there is a charge near my bed. Oh, that's the best thing. Yeah. Okay, this is how much space I've got on my feet. Can you see my feet? Yeah. And this is my headroom. Yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
was me.
Oh. Shit. Why is it so dark? Okay, yeah. Yep, I'm in the shadow. Yeah. So how does it feel like? Felt like sleeping in a coffin. Yeah. Like what I've told my upstairs bunk mate. Yeah. I think we have been talking for the past 1 hour. Yeah, but it's interesting. Yeah, this is how much space I've got. I'm sure I can sleep tonight. Yeah. I'm so tired yesterday. Alright. Good night. I know. I'm getting quotation.